Hello everyone, and welcome back to Dragalia Foundry, a fan channel where everything Dragalia lost can be found. Now today's video is going to be short and sweet. I just want to point out 2 new pieces of artwork posted on the game's official Twitter account, and then we're going to take a look at some of the other media uploaded to the game's Twitter account over this past summer. To start off, the 2 new pieces of artwork are 2 new worm prints, and just like yesterday, there's 1 5-star and 1 4-star. So looking at the 4-star, we see Ronzel with his back to another warrior, and it looks like they're staving off some type of assault from both sides. Now, I'm not sure if this is just something I made up, because I haven't been able to find it anywhere, but I feel like I read something about Ronzel having a rival in his life. And again, I could be completely wrong here, but to me, that character behind him looks like it's maybe a rival warrior in his life. That's just my guess. Again, I don't really remember where I got that from, but that's the vibe I get from this picture. It's like begrudging allies. Next up, the 5-star we got today is a worm print showing Ezzelith. I love the artwork on this. And I mentioned in the character showcase video I uploaded that Ezzelith and Hawk are 2 of the characters I really want. One of the things they actually have in common is that both Ezzelith and Hawk have worm prints focused on their characters that just show artwork of them. It makes me think that the special effects or abilities that these worm prints grant will synergize well with that character. So even though you can mix and match worm prints, maybe having Ezzelith with this particular worm print showing her is useful. Either way, I just think the artwork on this is stunning. Ezzelith looks really cute. Another thing I wonder about these worm prints in general is whether the artwork gets upgraded as you upgrade the tier of the worm print or as you merge in more copies. But that's something we should find out about soon, since the game is just 6 days from launch now. Alright, so the other thing I wanted to do today that I've been meaning to get to for a while is, over the summer, the game released a lot of video clips on its Twitter account showcasing the Japanese voice actors and a few lines of dialogue from some of the main characters. So there's actually 15 of these video clips. They're very short, they're 10 to 15 seconds each. And one reason why it's cool to look at the Japanese voice actors is, thanks to Reddit, thanks to Supersonic159 for pointing this out, some of the footage we've seen so far has shown the UI in English with Japanese audio. And I honestly thought this was just translation that needed to take place. But if it's feasible, if there's a build of the game where Japanese audio is running and the UI is in English, why not make that an option? So I actually think that dual audio is more likely than before than I previously thought. And some of the Japanese voice acting, not to diminish the English voice acting at all, but some of the Japanese voice acting also sounds really good. Plus, it's just cool to see these character stills. There's a little bit of music behind them. So let's take a look at those, and I'll chime back in afterward with my impressions on them.
ミドガルズ・オルム暴風の主にしてこの地を滑る者今より汝を守る嵐となろう
我が名はマーキュリー潮流の主にして波動をすべし者あらゆる水を意のままに
我が名はブリュンヒルデ紅蓮の主にして豪華をまとう者熱いのお見舞いしてあげる
我が名は桐生ユッテ雷雲の主にしてこの山脈を滑る者しびれさせてあげるよイカズチで
我が名は闇竜ゾディアーク暗黒の化身良い闇に踊る者六竜が一つに数えられし我が力をもって世界にあだなす者を葬ろう
大切なものを守るため俺はもっと強くなる諦めなければ運命は変えられるんだドラゴンよ俺に力を
巫女の使命を怖いと感じたことはあります。でも私にしかできないことですから逃げません。さあ参りましょう。大変魔獣の村が近くの村を襲ってるよ。みんな頑張れ負けないで。
聖騎士たる者、常に鍛錬は欠かせない。当然のことです。聖なる槍で必ずやお力に。
よう兄弟、大丈夫か？愚痴くらいなら聞いてやるぜ。たらふく食う、目いっぱい休む、それが明日の活力になるんだ。さーて、一丁暴れるか。
私の名はクラウ。あなたを待っていました。願いを叶えてくれるたった一人の人。怪我の治療はしますが、あまり無茶はしないように。
森の民をなめんな。俺の弓矢は百発百中。この一撃を食らいやがれなんてな。
こんなバカにだ。とりゃあねえ、ゆかに私がどれだけ心配したと思うの？ってちょっと聞いてる？
我が忠義はアルベリア王家のため、いかなる状況でも必ず王族をお守りする。白煙騎士リーフ、マイル。
俺は愉快。まさかもう勝った気になっているとは。さて、そろそろ最後の仕上げといきましょうか。
Alright everyone, I'm back to give my impressions. I have to say, right off the bat, the voices sound amazing for these. One of my favorites is definitely Leaf. I thought I recognized the voice, so I went ahead and looked up the voice actor. It's actually Takahiro Sakurai, and he's the same voice actor who played Suzaku on Code Geass. If any of you have ever watched that show, I highly recommend it. It's one of my favorite animes. But the other thing that I like about all these character introductions, and this is coming from someone who doesn't speak Japanese, is how much we sort of learn about the personalities through the music. So again, using Leaf as an example, the music in his trailer sounds super tragic, and I think that's one thing I like about his character. He's a standout to me so far. Compare him to somebody like Harl, and the music sounds very villainous. The other thing I noticed looking at these was that there's some color coordination with the naming going on. So on each trailer there's a banner, and it'll typically show the element, at least for the characters whose elements we know so far. So this might imply that Cerise, if she's playable, that's Luca's sister, is a wind archer. It would imply that Leaf is a light swordsman, and that Harl is shadow element, and it's hard to say, but either a swordsman or a blade or dagger user. Now, the one exception to this is not the fairy, and I do think she's not going to be playable, but her banner is shown in pink, so that might break the trend of the others. The other thing to point out, and this was something from one of the lore trailers mentioned Sylvans, and I didn't really come back to that, but we can clearly see, and we know from the website in English, that Luca and his sister Cerise are from the Sylvan village. At the very least, these bunny ear characters are considered Sylvan. It might also be that any human character with animal features is Sylvan, and we may get some more of those. I know people are interested in cat girls, so maybe they're Sylvan too, or maybe there's some other race. Regardless, thank you for joining me to take a look at these. I think they do help to build hype for the game. I'm not sure that we'll get an English equivalent for these, so I wanted to go ahead and check them out. And like I said earlier in the video, we're just 6 days away now, so there's a lot to look forward to very soon. I did get your request to create a Discord for this channel, and it's going to be something I work on this weekend. Expect an update on that early next week. Other than that, I want to ask all of you, based on these trailers, which characters are most exciting to you? What do you think about dual audio? Is that something you would use if it was available? Are you looking forward to that? Definitely let me know with a comment below. With that said, thank you once again for watching, and I'll see you next time.